remember that night I've got to be careful, my daughter's out as a friend. The night, I think Sean called me to a hangouts call and I was really quiet and I said to you about Claire's Law.
Yeah.
That's when Terry had taken me back in. Brian was threatening him because I'd had Terry arrested Father's Day last year. And I had to ring up and say Terry tried twocking my car, taking that permission. The hire car I'd been given, or courtesy car, because I'd had an accident in my car with my daughter on the wick. Long story short, he was a subway driver, no licence, blah blah, on his phone. So my car went in for repairs. In the meantime, Brian had been threatening Terry. He'd managed to get me back, like I told you before. Spoken to him in between because of trying to trace stuff. And that was the night I was sleeping in Demilee's bedroom because we were amicable, not together. He went off with a best mate behind the back, and I knew that, we kept it quiet. And that was to do with Brian, because when they pulled me out the lay-by, my brother had said, look, I'm a copper, I can't get involved. If coppers come to you, and I get someone to do it, then you've got to tell them the exact truth of everything.
Yeah, so but you also had to notify them that your brother was a police officer because there could have been a conflict of interest, and rather than...
Yes, that's right, which I've done all the way through.
Right, good,
so every time I've had to have an interview and do anything, they put a restriction on it.
Right. Well, they've got restrictions on it anyway.
The only time his name's come up again and dragged into it is when Shitface keeps doing his name.
Right, but this is just to cover yourself, right, but also to cover your brother, because you can't jeopardise his job, right? You can't have any...
We've got no contact now. He's dead. He's divided it for what's happening because he started again. Brian started again. So they put the paperwork through. He's obviously been questioned too, so no, we have no contact. It's dead, mate, in the water.
Well,
it's coming up to the year my dad died.
It's not, right, and things will progress with you and your brother.
Well, I want this done, Hoof, more than anything. I've had enough for the simple reason it's a year. I've got 2 years left to fight the hospital for where they wrongfully did what they did with my dad. Because we've had 2 letters to apologise. Don't know money, I want a sorry.
Right, but Chartel, you've got a lot going on, right?
Yeah.
And you have to prioritise what you want to do, right? You need to prioritise. I can't tell you what your priorities are.
Do you want the truth? I just want it all to go away because I've never been happier with Jay. He's my best friend. He's my mate. He keeps me level-headed. I just don't want this anymore, Hoof. But I can't give up, can I? Because I'm not wasting police time and other people. Jay just said hello, Hoof.
You're right,
Please not being where he was saying. No, he's got pumps and stuff and that like me and everything.
But you need to prioritise. Now, your main priority, Chartel, right?
Can I put you on loudspeaker, Hoof, or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Jay just been nosy.
Your priority, right, is your health. Okay.
I know, and it's not good, Hoof. It's not good. I even admitted to the doctor who said about tonight, said, look, I'll be honest, yeah, I'll cut down, but at stress, the first thing I'll do, I said, is reach for a cigarette.
I actually said to you the other week that maybe we should both try, because I smoke too much.
Yeah.
And I said, you know,
try and quit.
I'm coming up to 50 now, and I'm starting to think more about my health. And
well, I've got to think about it, because my dad said to me before he passed, you need to think about quitting smoking. You don't want to end up like me. And I've had family members that have never smoked that had COPD. I'll be honest, Hope, it's scaring the hell out of me.
I've had emphysema and COPD in my family, and none of them.
You had pleurisy, didn't you? But to be honest, Hope, this is affecting my physical health too much. My mental health, bloody great, isn't it?
Right.
Well, I've said to her about coming off of YouTube and stuff. I said, you just get the hives all the time, it stresses you out. What are you gaining from it?
Because it's not even a laugh anymore, Hoof, or conversations or opinions. It's gone from YouTube channel wars to just
if anything was stressing me out that much, I'd take it out of my life. But
yeah, that's it. But when you've got people, I don't know if you know, Hoof, that are playing the game, that are contacting me personally, that are saying, I've beaten the police and this, I've done this and done that. I said to Jack, I can't even talk to them, Hoof. I haven't spoke to you for a couple of weeks because it's been gameplay, isn't it, Jay?
Yeah.
And it's not
sometimes
good.
You can tell. They say they've gone to the police, then they sit on a panel chatting to him.
I know.
Police told us it was bullshit. Their words were they're trolls, and it's people like that that waste their time. And because of people like them, Hoof, I won't say the officer, but they said because there's certain people on there they know about who rung the police and been to Brian, And they said male and females.
Yeah.
They said it's like them trolls that are the reason I'm being found. I said, no, if you're not investigating properly, don't use your example with what they're up to against me. I said, because I've stood strong. If you've had people say this, that and the other, you've got the evidence, that's down to you, because they said about subpoenaing people, didn't they? If they won't come forward to statements because of the evidence. So,
but as we've said all along, police, never even asked to look at her bank statements. We had them all printed out ready. They've never looked.
No, never done nothing. But the solicitor promised me, didn't he? I'll tell you what he says he is, because I've never heard of it. Let me look at my email, because I thought, what is this? Hang on. Where is it? Omar is a lovely gentleman, actually. I've heard of. Hang on.
Well, I had a phone call about half hour ago, right?
Yeah.
And he is online telling people that I'm dying.
What?
That I'm dying and that I won't be getting prosecuted for anything because I've got something called a PI attached to me, which is personal immunity. I've never heard of so much bullshit in my life.
Oh, I thought PI, when he used to use that shit before, was like, well, yeah, I've got a PI and a private investigator.
Well, I don't know, because like I said, a couple of weeks ago I got hacked, and I haven't been on any.
Tell Scar a bit later on after you spoke to me about it.
I haven't been on any YouTube or Hangouts since. I've not even.
I've deleted my account, and I've told you before that when I was with you at work, through the chats that you do through sub, and then Jay said, who's using their account or something?
Yeah, she was actually sitting next to me that time. Not the first time you said about it, but the second time I'd gone on and I said, there's someone using your profile here. And that's when I put on, I don't know who's using this profile, but it's not Chartel. She's sitting next to me now and hasn't got a phone. And then the back freak, it was, because I think she was called Bats in it, she said, well, how do we know your safety net? And I said, well, I can tell you about a phone call you had with me if you want. And she went, okay, yeah, I believe you should. Or something like that.
So shall we tell who?
See, I'm getting phone calls about, oh, do you know who so-and-so is? And again, I have to say to these people, look, I'm not fucking interested.
Yeah.
No, I do need to tell who, because of everyone paid, game paid, because they are all going to get pulled in one by one, and I didn't cause the side buyers.
But Wendy had told us she'd gone to the police and she hasn't.
If people don't want to, that's fair enough. That's why I said on the stream, don't let him make you complicit.
Knock people on that.
Because he wants people's anonymity, and he ain't going to get it. So like I said to you, I understand if people don't want to come forward, that ain't the problem.
Right, Chartel, I'm going to say this again, which I've said in the past, right?
Yeah.
Now, we didn't really get on, okay?
No, because I was a bitch, Hoof, to you.
Hang on, listen.
The first time I met...
Listen,
the first
please.
time I met Hoof, he come to Reels.
Listen, please, right? But when you came in that hangout, I sensed that you was very, very distressed. That's the only reason why I contacted the police concerning you, okay? No other reason.
That's right.
And if you was playing a game with me, that's not my lookout, because if you wasn't playing a game and you were genuinely distressed, as a man, I felt obliged to contact Essex Police. And I'll apologise if it's caused you problems, but I can't see... I can't have women...
Please listen to me. Let me stop you. Hoof, you think I'm joking. You said trust no one, fair enough. But I don't care. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. You do not know till all this comes out, the whole lot, innit, Jay? Which is going to be deep.
Well, there's even some bitch you've not told me.
No. Only specialists know, and they won't disclose that with Jay, which you've got all the evidence.
See, in the week...
When I tell you, fuck everybody and what they think of you, and we've never met, and we didn't... You will find out you actually, physically saved my life. Not for me, but what was due to happen.
Listen, in the week...
That's why I reached out to Jay.
She always said that. She reached out to me because of who?
In the week, there's been more comments that me and Russ got involved because we wanted to get some money out of you.
You had no money when you found out about it.
It is madness.
I said online months ago, I think possibly, you jumped on actually, because I asked you the question. I said, Hoof, did you ever offer to put me and Charlotte up? And you said no, and I said, thank you, that's correct. And I said, and did you ever ask for money or accept money from Charlotte? And you said no. I know you didn't.
No one knew about my money, Jay. Nobody. But him with everything, my phone to access.
Go to the bathroom and get changed.
Yeah, alright. I'll
See, I've done a lot of stuff for people, right? And I've never, ever charged anybody anything.
Hoof, you didn't even have to speak to me and give me the time of day, my love.
I know I didn't, but...
When it comes out, you will know. You physically
Well...
saved my life. That's why I need this over.
Yeah,
Because
well, again...
before I come offline, when you said all the trouble and we hear it and the turning on people, I'm like, you bunch of bastards. No matter what you think, me and Hoof think, you wait till it all comes out and you can all be sick. I'm sorry, Jupiter, Rodney... Kaylee, all of them, Bleeding Heart, Minx,
right, but
so much shit.
Chartel, don't worry about what these people think, right? When it's all over,
it's when they're contacting me.
Right, but when it's all over, still don't fucking put anything online. You can hold your head up high that you've got yourself sorted out, and hopefully you've got justice.
My justice is I've now finally got that bit of peace for my dad with different things that have gone on, evidence that's come into light. He's in a lot of trouble. Mole is what we're relying on for him to get sent down. He won't get sent down for harassment.
But you've got somebody.
On the wrist.
You've got somebody in your life now, i.e. Jay, right? Which I believe is for the better. You need to connect with your friends, try and reconnect with your family. And
we have done, but do you know what's happened? He's been hitting them up through Facebooks. So we've had to detach from them. The solicitors have got it all now. They've got the fake accounts. They've got all the different things. Do you remember an account called Sarah Lewis that used to pop up and they said, they think it was Laura Lewis and all that? He made that up on my phone. They've even brought that back out. He's been using that account. So he's in shit because in my phone, they've checked devices and it gives you the IAP or last time you used it, your location, signing an account, signing out. He's in so much trouble, Hoof.
Well...
And the final nail in the coffin is he hasn't got that hold over me no more, threatening to come to Wickford and put the other side of the family on me. Because now I've got that in the back of the net that I can now deal with. He's got no reason to be in Wickford. He does not see that. She said she'd come forward.
See, I gave you advice about don't listen to all the rubbish, right? But I understand when you do listen to it because it does need reporting, right? But do not let it get to you, right? It's idiots.
You know what?
It's idiots discussing. It's idiots discussing stuff that they know fuck all about.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But that Christian Morris, mate, he'll swing for it because now the evidence, they're questioning why he turned up at the court. The same with real evidence that was sent over months ago when I wasn't at court. Jay had got it all and spoken to solicitors. They've got him arguing with Real apparently outside of court on the day of my court case, saying he wasn't allowed in or something, and my name has been called out in Real stream. Jay's seen it's like a 58-minute stream that he'd done, and he's outside with Chrissy Morris at the court. So there's a lot going on in the background.
Oh, maybe so.
So whoever's giving my number to the press, they can do one, because if I had one more press member ring me up, I'll be pulled into the police for harassment.
Right, there's one question I would like to ask, right?
Yeah.
Was there any contact between them two before you split up with him?
What two, sorry?
Who you was with?
Brian.
And the person you just mentioned.
Who did I just mention? Hang on, sorry, I forgot.
Who was at the court? Who was at the court with him?
Who, Real?
No, the other one.
Chrissy Morris.
Yeah, was there any contact between them two people before December.
Court case.
No, before December, when you split up with him.
Oh, last year. Yeah, he'd been came and he'd been talking to him.
Right.
And that's when it all started. And then it went a bit south because he said he'd know him from here and did this. And that's when he used the phone. He got in touch with that councillor Mays
Right.
in that room that I was in.
Yeah.
And that's when he given the numbers off of my phone and everything. And he'd been ringing her up and saying about him selling tickets. He knew him, but then he was in with Morris. And yeah, I'd sat there for every time he's made a phone call. When I was there every time he spoke. You, Simon Lord, Rat, whoever, I was there.
Right.
He even got me to make out a Plisco. July the 16th, on a phone call I recorded that I was Blanco. You can ask Plisco. He's going, I want to talk to Blanco, I want to talk to Blanco. And Brian kicked me and said, do some kind of voice. And that was when I was in Clapton Wheelie.
Right. See, this is how I think it could go in court, because you was doing this stuff with him, right?
Yeah.
You could, maybe that's why they didn't pursue. So, and again, I don't know what they're pursuing with you, right? Maybe that's why they haven't.
Everything's been reopened because of new evidence that's come to light.
Maybe that's why they haven't pursued certain things, because you were not necessarily complicit, but you willingly done this stuff on his behalf. I don't know. I don't know.
No, I can tell you I didn't, because I have evidence to prove otherwise, i.e. phones, videos, stuff that was recorded, which clears me. But I did come in there, darling. Can you close the door?
That's why when you asked for my advice, and I said, you need to go to the police, but you need to tell them everything.
Yeah.
Anything?
And they knew that day they failed me, Hoof. I said, I can tell you bits, but I said, until I'm safe and you get me out, I can't tell you everything. Because two people you know next door, I gave their names and they wrote them down. I said, you know their names, yeah? I said, they're watching now. I said, my phone is about to go because you're here. They heard it, they hung up, and that's when Brian was on the phone. He told me to give it to that Ed Mead. There's three females, and that's when you told me to move, my life's in danger, and the coppers just looked at him like a nutter. And going back to then, I've got the proof of the videos that proves that man was still with me in that building right up until December 17th.
See, now, that death threat that I got that was in your name, right?
Yeah, on my account, yeah.
How did Russ know that that wasn't you?
I don't know, because when I've come back with my account, because when Brian had the phone, he cut me off with Jay. He'd been messaging Dylan downstairs saying I'd had sex with him, threatened him, got him kicked out.
No.
And I got my phone back.
That death threat.
Where's my spanner in Wasps?
That,
I said, where's my bloody spanner?
That death threat was around last August, I believe.
Say that again?
That death threat was around August 2020.
I think it was, no, it wasn't. It would have been middle of September, because I got moved in that building September the 14th, my mum's birthday, and he had $5,000 straight out of my account that day and threatened me because I had to ring the bank and get everything back and give it to solicitor. That would have been about middle of September. Right? Then I was set up October. When I came back and said, where's my spanner? And I recorded the stream, got back the clips, as you do, and I saved it in my notes. Russ had confirmed on the stream that I've got, it wasn't me, it was Esau had done it. I thought, well, how would you know that, and why have you just admitted that, Russ?
Yeah.
But that cleared my name, and I thought nothing more of it.
So since
when you gave me the dates, and I proved I didn't have my phone, because I don't know if I told you, they got me on camera buying a bottle of Courvoisier. When I got a coded message from the police saying to me, don't be buying no more Courvoisier, they're trying to tell me that's how they've got me with Harry Ashley and the rest of them.
Right, so listen to this and listen good. Okay. Since the other Friday, when my phone got hacked and my account got hacked, I haven't spoken to any of them.
Right.
Not even Russ.
Right.
Alright, so they don't know what's going on. They're all putting two and two together and getting 10 because...
I've not even spoken to Plisco since I spoke to you. I rang up and I said to Plisco, I need to talk to you. I've had the press. He said, I'll jump into Google, who's just talked to someone. I said, well, I'll try and get on, but then I had the police call me that night and I've had no contact with Fisco since then, because I said the press had got hold of my number, you know, and I said to him, I need this, this and this for the police anyhow, and he said he was with it, but I've not spoke to no one no contact. You're the first person since last time we spoke.
Right. Yeah, because I've had phone calls off of people saying that certain people are pissed off. I said, I don't give a fuck. I'm pissed off.
Pissed at what, with me?
No. Certain people are pissed off with me because there's been a lot of accusations and I've not been anywhere to...
Well, what the hell have you done?
Hang on, and I've not been around or told anybody why I'm not online, right?
Yeah.
But I'm also being accused of something else, right? And people phoning saying, oh, you've got to get on to defend yourself. I haven't got to defend myself about anything.
That's what you said to me, didn't you?
I have not done anything wrong.
No.
And in a way...
Do you think you'll